And I'm going to make a tweet. Should have did this beforehand. It is live. Oh my god, my eyes. God damn it. It's fun. Oh god, ow my neck. Tweet. I need to focus. I need a GIF. Then I gotta do links. Ow, my ears. That's a great one. Ha ha ha. There's definitely something wrong with this fucking keyboard because ain't no way I'm spelling every single thing wrong. There's no way. Granted, I know I type fast, but this is absolutely bonkers. I need to put that tweet in a message to my friends, to the calf, that, oh my god, ow, my neck hurts. I need to figure this out. Here we go. Cute. Jesus Christ. I'm. Okay, there we go. The vibrate sound is so aggressive. Oh, and that sucks. I wanted to put chapstick on. Damn it. It's all the way across the room. Not even worth it. Ow. And it's going to be an easy show. Just talking about stuff. My arm still hurts. Ow. I went to the doctor yesterday. Got a tetanus shot. Got blood work done. Things you do when you're 29, I guess. I don't know. But my arm still hurts from that shot. And I get to watch The Pit tonight. Listen, if you watch The Pit, let me know. Because it is one of the best shows on TV. Even though it's like kind of one. It's not on cable TV, it's on HBO. And I found out that the finale of The Pit, the season finale, comes out the day I fly into Vegas. So you're telling me I have to watch the episode of The Pit, probably cry because it's going to make me emotional because I'm attached to characters and I have problems. And then I have to go party. Fuck. It sucks. I'm big sad. Big sad. But it's still going to be fun. Ow. And I've almost everything ready for Vegas. Clothing wise, fuck no. I also have beef because I ordered 3 shirts off Shein. I know. Say what you want. One came in perfect. Actually, 2 came in perfect. One is a wrestling shirt. One is not. I saw it. It was cute. I bought it. Will I take it to Vegas? I don't know. But another one I ordered, it was like a old school, like, Dr. Thugonomics Cena shirt. And I wanted to wear it. But tell me why I got a notification from Shein and it said it was delivered. And I was like, no, it's not. And it said it was like delivered an hour plus away from me. That's not correct. So I got my money back. But they sent me 2 of the other wrestling shirt. The one isn't even the right size that I ordered, and the other one is. So I really don't understand what the fuck happened there. I'm just slightly annoyed. But I have the shirt that I'll be wearing as a dress for Thursday night. So that's all that really matters. I just have to, like, cut it up a little bit. A little DIY. I'm very nervous. I don't want to fuck it up, so I'm kind of happy I have a extra of the shirt so I can try it on that first, because if I mess it up, I'm going to be big sad. Because I don't want to mess it up. You know. Ugh. I also hate that. I'm not even drinking. This is tea. This is iced tea. There's no reason for all of that to be happening. It also tastes odd. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna do the actual show. And it's gonna be a short one. I'm so excited. It's been a long week. And I still have 1 more day of work tomorrow. Actually, that was the right one. Oh my god. Again, the iPhone keyboards. There's something wrong. And it's pissing me off. Jesus. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm texting back. Okay. There's that. Now I'm gonna start the actual show. Because fuck it. Let's go. Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, theys, and everybody in between. Welcome to the She Leads Showcase, a little solo cicady action for you today. Savannah took the week off. It is not my place to say why, but I will ask. You just keep Savannah and her family in your thoughts, in your prayers, if you do the prayers type thing. Just keep them in your thoughts. We love Savannah, of course, my precious baby angel. My co-host. I love her to pieces. So her and her family, just kind of keep them in your thoughts. I told her to take as much time as she needs for everything. So I don't know if she'll be back next week. To be determined. You have me. Hi, I'm here. It's my show. This is the She Leads Showcase. It's been like a month since I've done. I bit my tongue. Since I've done a solo cicady. Yeah, so let's just, do the things. Thank you for watching live, whether that be on twitch.tv/She Leads Showcase. You go there, a little bit of monies. You pay to subscribe, or if Amazon Prime, you've Prime Gaming, it's a whole thing. You can use that sub to subscribe to us for a month, a whole month. Come on, a little bit of monies. But it is free on Twitch to just follow a channel. That way you will get notified when we go live on Twitch. If you ain't about the Twitch life, I completely understand. You can go to youtube.com/SheEliteShowcase. It is free, no monies, cero dinero. Free to like, to subscribe, to comment, to do all the things. You can watch the pre-show and watch me struggle trying to type on my iPhone keyboard because I know I'm not alone in this. There has been issues with the iPhone keyboard as of late. People are having I'm not messing up this much when I text. I promise. So we need to get that fixed because I type fast. My brain moves at a mile a minute when I text. So I'm going to need y'all to fix that. But that's on the pre-show. If you want to watch it, you can go there. See? youtube.com/SheEliteShowcase. I say see, but I also have audio listeners. For the audio listeners, I was pointing to the youtube.com/SheEliteShowcase banner I pulled up. But now that the semantics are out of the way, hi. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? I'm doing well. I did say on the pre-show, take care of your body and your mind. I went to the doctor yesterday. Got some blood work done. Got a tetanus shot. We're doing big things in the year 2026 at the ripe age of, as my doctor kept saying, 29 years young. And I said, thank you so much for saying that. I was already having a panic attack being in there, so that made me feel a little better. But we're not here to talk about me and my doctor visits. We're here to talk about wrestling. Crazy, I know. Before I get into the news and rumors, y'all need to relax. I'm saying you're sending death threats to Samantha Irvin, the wife of Ricochet, for Ricochet's actions. I'm going to repeat that one more time. You're sending death threats to a woman who is married to a man who made his own decisions on Twitter. Was his decision to tweet out at people what he said right? Probably not. Is he allowed to clap back after people have repeatedly told him to off himself? Yes. You all have weird parasocial relationships, and it's quite literally not okay. And you talk a big talk behind the screen, but you know damn well if that person was face to face, you wouldn't say anything. You'd be scared, rightfully so. As someone who has talked a big talk, not in a bad sense, but can't really back it up, I understand. It's like you're all bark and no bite for the people who are just consistently bullying other people in the IWC. You all doing that are the reason the IWC gets a bad name. Because, yes, I'm a part of the IWC, but I'm not a part of that part of the IWC where they're bullying and harassing other people. My part of the IWC is looking at all of the pretty women and the pretty men who wrestle and appreciating everything they do and having fun with Danhausen cursing people. That type of shit. I'm a simple girl and y'all need to chill. Point blank period. It's consistent and it's gross and I'm gonna need y'all to relax. Okay? Sorry. But now let's get into the actual news and rumors. Revolution happened this past weekend. I believe it happened on Sunday. And the show didn't end until like 12:30 my time. Midnight 30, if you will. A bitch was in bed. I didn't care. I watched a la Twitter, as I normally do. I don't know the last time I paid for an AEW pay-per-view, because I watched the product, but I'm also, Wednesdays is also Masked Singer night now, so I'm multitasking. A bitch has priorities. But, regardless, Revolution happened. Again, I don't know what's going on. My apologies. We have a new AEW National Champion in Jack Perry. That was because he won the Battle Royal on... I don't know if it was on their kickoff show or their 0 hour, which I think is usually longer than an hour, or it was the first thing of the main show. That I still don't really know. But I do know that Jack Perry won. So kudos to Jack Perry. And he beat Ricochet. Ironic that all of that happened. So Revolution happened before all of the bullshit I was talking about earlier. Okay? We're keeping up. Are we up to date? We also have new AEW Women's Tag Team Champions in Divine Dominion. I think that's what their name actually is. Not what I wrote it down. Beautiful name. And that is the Megadonis, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross. I will say, with that, I do kind of feel bad for Penelope Ford because she is hurt again. And we talked about that a few weeks ago when it happened. But that does suck because I know she definitely wanted to win the tag titles. I don't know if it'll be a situation where if they're still tag team champions when Penelope is fully cleared, will Lena kind of just like fall to the backside and maybe do like a Freebirds type role situation? I don't know. But kudos to them. Willow did have 2 matches that night, and I think so did Lena. So kudos to both of them for doing double duty that night. Well done, ladies. We love our tall, big, strong women. We really do. So the audacity of Tony Khan. Let's talk for a second. You bring in Ronda Rousey for what? For who? For why? I get it. She's friends with Marina Shafir. They're the 4 horsewomen of the MMA. Cool beans. Dope. Why the fuck did you bring her in here? She is not a good person. She has talked ample amounts of shit on wrestling in the past 4 years, whenever the fuck she left WWE. She's going to fight Gina, whatever the hell her name is, at the White House. I think it's out there. I don't even care about any of that. That shit's stupid as hell too. There's no point. I don't understand. And all of the shit that Rhonda has said, you know, also being like a transphobe and saying Sandy Hook isn't real and all that fun shit. You let her on your pay-per-view, yet Trey Miguel, who said a single comment X amount of years ago and apologized immediately, can't be on your television channel thing, whatever. It doesn't make any sense, and it's stupid. And I'm speechless. The woman was too stunned to speak, basically, and I really don't get it. You have such a stacked women's division, you quite literally do not need Ronda. You know what you could use that you have on your roster that is a phenomenal person and a great wrestler and a former AEW women's champion that hasn't been seen on TV in God knows how long? Nyla Rose. Weird, right? Weird. It's stupid. It's all dumb. It's actually terrible and I hate it. Anyways, we also have Will Ospreay who came back. Very odd timing for him. We talked about it. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? How he's basically covering up for, I can't remember that guy's name now. The one promotion Will Ospreay is a part of. We talked about it a few episodes ago. You can go back and find it. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Regardless, this man also like had neck surgery in November and is back, and I don't think that's smart. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't like that. He also said he's gonna modify his in-ring stuff, yet every person I saw on Twitter said, is the modifications in the room with us? Because I guess he did not on Wednesday. So, shocker. We also have Adam Copeland, and Christian, your father's dead, Cage, They are back. They are challenging for the tag titles. Gonna take on FTR at AEW Dynasty, which is April 12th. I didn't know they had a pay-per-view next month. News to me. But they returned at Revolution, I think after the Bucks FTR tag match. Kudos to them. Could be interesting. Like, Cope and Cage have got to be done soon, right? They did say on Dynamite that we're going to prove that we're the best wrestlers of our generation and your generation, talking to the Young Bucks. And that's crazy. There's a lot of good tag teams in the Young Bucks generation, I guess. Motor City Machine Gun, they're the Young Bucks generation, I guess. I don't know. The generations are weird. Don't hold me to that. We also have new AW Trios champions in Jet Speed and Mystico, who is now all elite. The people trying to name this trio, trying to still include Horsecock, which, again, we talked about when Jet Speed won the trios titles with Hangman. I love the title to this. Thank you! It's what won the poll for Question of the Week, in case you were wondering. Also, hi, Vince. Long time no talk. But yeah, people are trying to come up with names for Mystico and Jet Speed. And it's a hoot. I love it. Like, that part of the IWC, don't change. You guys keep being little creative, little cuties. Go ahead. I realize that the majority of news and rumors is just new champions being crowned. But now we're going to switch to WWE champions being crowned. And new WWE Women's Speed Champion, Ren Sinclair. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say the Bee from the Bee Movie, because I'm not mean. And again, I will say, I did not tweet that. Somebody else did. I thought it was funny and true. But Ren did beat Fallon. And that was also Fallon's first title defense with that title, so that's a little weird, a little suspicious. Which, as you know, is the worst kind of suspicious is suspicious. But kudos to Ren, I guess. Yeehaw? No, that's a Fallon thing, never mind. We also have a new WWE Evolve champion in Aaron Rourke. I guess that kind of makes sense because the Vanity Project, all three of them, they are mainly on NXT right now. So maybe they're pulling a Kendall Gray and kind of taking Evolve titles off of them so they can focus on NXT stuff. Because I think his name's like Jackson Drake. Don't know any of their names. Don't really care about their names, to be honest. I think he was their champion, and then he just lost it to Aaron Rourke. And Aaron Rourke looks beautiful. I don't know much about this man. And all I know is that his makeup is fabulous, and he said his inspirations were Lita and Trish. And I said, I'm in. Perfect. Well done. 10 out of 10, no notes. Good for him. And it was a WWE ID. Like, he was a part of that. So kudos to him. Well done. I hope you enjoy your championship. I don't watch Evolve. I will be 100% honest. I do not watch. There's so much wrestling on all week that a girl's got other needs for other shows. I talked about The Pit. Granted, that comes on in a few hours. Every Thursday. But, like, I'm also trying to watch Dexter and House. Like, a girl's got sponsorabilities. I got a lot of shit to watch. Movies. I watched Scream 4 and 5 at work today. Because why not? So it's hard. There's a lot of fucking wrestling on the entire week. So I don't have time to watch Evolve. I will be honest. But congrats to Aaron Rourke. Proud of you, Speedy. Now, Jesus Christ. Adam Pearce is telling me the bald, incompetent authority figure. That's crazy. Also, hi, TC. I went a completely different route when we get there. I looked at my notebook. It's right in front of me. I did go a different route. I know I'm early. It's okay. It's okay. It won't take me long to get there, though. So just give me a few minutes and we'll be talking about it. Because I will need help. There's only 2 I didn't have names for yet, so I will need assistance. But today in women's wrestling history, today is March 19th. I'm talking NXT 2024, NXT from 2 years ago. Simple, easy, no problem. We had Roxanne Perez defeating Tatum Paxley. Tatum got dragged to hell by Blake Monroe at the end of NXT this week. I hope Tatum's doing well down there. But I am very excited about a Tatum Blake at Stand and Deliver. Would be cooler if it was in Vegas so I could see it in person, but I digress. We also had Sol Ruca defeating Brindley Reese. Sol also got pinned in the women's triple threat match for the title on NXT. I'm assuming we're going to run that triple threat back at Stand and Deliver. It just makes the most sense, because if not, I don't know what you do with JC in that title. And I say, hear me out, I love Sol Ruca to death. Put the title on Zarya. Fuck it, we ball. You know? I think it'd be fun. But now on to my wrestlers of the week. For my tag team, there was a little, like a sprinkle of tag team wrestling this week. Again, I didn't watch Revolution, so I'm not going to say Young Bucks or FTR. And I can't say Mystico and Jet Speed or the women's tag champs. I can't say any of them because I didn't watch it, and I like to watch the product. I said, fuck it, Damian Priest and R-Truth, because why not? The pairing we didn't expect to see again after the Judgment Day shenanigans when R-Truth thought he was in Judgment Day. I mean, he was for like a hot second, and then he got kicked out, but then he thought, it's R-Truth. We love R-Truth. So I'll give it to them. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you should give them the tag titles. Maybe we give it to, like, I don't know, Motor City Machine Guns or like a real tag team. Hey, where are the Street Profits at? You know? Like, we got tag teams, like real tag teams you can use. But again, keeping talent off of TV for whatever reason, don't know. So that's my tag team. For my famales, my womanzas, I do have 3. First, I'm going to give it to Michin, who took on Jade on SmackDown. She did lose, but Michin, or Mia Yim, has consistently been a good talent to have, to use. I think she's very good in the ring, especially even when she was back in TNA as Jade. Ironic, I know. Michin is just a good wrestler, and I don't think she gets the love she deserves. Same thing with Candice LeRae, which, when the fuck are we gonna let Candice wrestle? Come on. Single-handedly won the PWG tag titles against the Young Bucks. Bloodied face and all. She got that thumbtack shoot to the face. Y'all know. Candice knows ball. So why aren't you letting her wrestle? It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. But I'm going to give a little bit of love to Michin. And then I'm also going to give love to our Women's Intercontinental Champion, AJ Lee, which I believe it's her birthday. So happy birthday, AJ Lee. And Bayley. It takes 2 to tango, and those 2 tangoed the hell out of this match. To the shock and awe of many, including myself, mainly me, there was no outside shenanigans. I really thought this was going to turn into one of those, like, oh, Bayley has it won, but Becky comes out and ruins it. I mean, Becky did beat the dog shit out of AJ Lee after the match, which was rude. So I think maybe, hear me out, we do a Fatal 4-Way at Mania for the Women's IC title. My voice gets higher as I talk. We do AJ Lee, we do Becky Lynch, we do Bayley, we do Lyra. Thoughts? Anybody? Because I think it'd be kind of dope. That'd be a really fun match, honestly. And also, are you guys gonna let is Julia still a women's U.S. champion? Are we gonna let her defend the fucking title anywhere? It should be defended at Mania. Will it? I don't know. I don't book the shows. Because if I did, shit would be different. But I love AJ Lee and I love Bayley and I love the fact that it was just like a normal match. It was a solid match. There was no DQs. There was no interference. There was nothing. So that was a good surprise. It was a fun surprise. Love them. Now my manses. I did say I didn't watch Revolution, but I will give it to Jack Perry because that boy is good. He got Luchasaurus back. He beat up Ricochet, which is kind of funny. And he's a champion. He said he's going to take that on tour. So, kind of do with. Is this the one? No, I don't know. Is the Continental Championship the one that Orange Cassidy had? Because if it is, then that's when the one he was like kind of traveling with and like defending it on multiple promotions and things. Jack Perry said he wants to do that with the national championship. So cool. Jack Perry can go wrestle everywhere and do everything. Why not? Speaking of Jack Perry, where are Anna Jay? Where are my women? Like, where did they go? All the women are disappearing. Toni Storm got beat up backstage, so like you need women there. She's apparently out with injuries. I don't know. But I love Jack Perry. I'm gonna give him my manses. And also, and I know TC will appreciate this if he's still here. I'm giving it to Randy Orton because finally he listened to the voices that were in his head. They talk to him, he understands. It's a whole thing. He beat up and tried to end the life of Cody Rhodes. Listen, I'm gonna still need him to punt Cody because that's the main thing. TC and Reek talked about it on Young Kings, and I agree. That's a terrible sound. Brandy's got to catch an RKO. It's only fitting. Like, TC is still Migo Gang Orton. Like, Randy's. Listen, if Randy Orton does not walk out of Allegiant Stadium a 15-time WWE champion, I have problems. Also, who did he call? Who do we think? The people have been speculating Kevin Owens. I would be okay with that because Kevin hates Cody. It would kind of make sense. A lot of people were saying Dwayne. I really don't fucking think it's Dwayne. Yeah, you guys said punt Pharaoh, and that's too far. I draw a line at the dog. The dog is too pretty, and the dog is not a part of this. But we can RKO Brandy. Brigand Gold Dust. You can punt Gold Dust or Dustin Rhodes. But no dog, no Pharaoh. I don't remember what I was saying now. Shit. Oh yeah, people were saying Randy called Dwayne. I don't want it to be Dwayne. I don't know who he called because he was making phone calls in that shitty ass phone quality camera that they had him on Monday Night Raw. So I don't know. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I kind of hope that it's, the opposite of what we expected with Cena. We expected Travis Scott. We expected Dwayne at Mania. We got none. Well, we got Travis Scott. And that was it. So I hope they don't try and build this up and let people down again. But it's WWE, so they probably will. The dog's last name is Rhodes. He's a part of it. No! No animals, no children. That's the rule. If it's a rule in horror movies, it's a rule in wrestling. Hashtag the can man. Hashtag anybody can get it. I see what you did there. Good job. Okay, so let's talk question of the week. I took to the interwebs. I had a poll. I had multiple polls going. I put it on Twitter. I put it on the Instagram for the show, which, hey, go follow Sheely Showcase on Instagram. I post on there sometimes. I'm trying to do good. And I was trying to figure out the question of the week because I knew, again, preemptively, I knew I was going to be alone. So I wanted to do something a little different. I asked, should I do wrestlers as Sinners characters or wrestlers as Rugrats characters? And what Vince was referring to with love the title to this, the live stream title is A Katie's Gotta Do What a Katie's Gotta Do, which I make myself laugh with it, so it's very fun. And if you saw the tweet that I put out for the show, I have sponsorabilities now. Wrestlers as Rugrats won, kind of by a landslide. I was a little shocked. On both polls, like, Rugrats won. I was shocked. But I'm not mad at it, because it's fun. I already made part of the thumbnail, not logo. I already made part of the thumbnail, which I just need to give a title to it, and we're good. So, come end of the year, when thumbnails is a category for Sheely Awards, y'all better look at these thumbnails I'm putting work into. I'm just saying. But wrestlers as Rugrats characters. Now, I do have, I can't open my pen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. Spoiler, they're all the children and the babies, because those are the best people of the show. And I have choices for all of them except 2. Now, this is where I need some help, maybe. The 2 that I don't have wrestlers for are Angelica and Susie Carmichael, which, shout out to Susie. A dope child. She's so cool. She didn't take Angelica's shit at all. And I love that. I love Susie. But for the rest of the people, we got Tommy Pickles, Chucky Finster, Phil and Lil DeVille, my twins, Dill Pickles, which just, I love a pun, you know? And Kimmy Finster. Y'all remember Kimmy? She's so cute. She came in the later seasons. That's Chucky's sister. Oh, our bot is back. Charlotte and Naomi. Wait, that's kind of goated. That's actually, hold on, that's a good one. I'm gonna write that down. Charlotte, Naomi, because it is one of those things where, like, they do kind of bully each other and it's fun. That is, and Charlotte does kind of look like Angelica. As long as nobody looks like Cynthia, because that doll, Jesus. But TC said where to go. Adam Pearce for Tommy. See, I didn't go incompetent leader. I just went leader in general. Granted, some people may say he's an incompetent leader. I also didn't go the bald route for whatever reason. I went Tommy Pickles is Sethery Rollins. Seth has been a leader in many a group, sometimes leading them astray. And, you know, sometimes those groups don't work out. The Vision. He was a messiah at one point. He had followers. But Seth is a leader. It takes no prisoners. Tommy Pickles also just takes no prisoners. It's crazy. So I say Seth for, what's it called? Tommy. That's his name. I say Seth for Tommy. Chucky Finster. Now this is where, okay, I have 2 choices for Chucky. I went Jey Uso or Kairi Sane. Let me explain why. Chucky Finster
follows Tommy, would follow Tommy to the end of the earth. You know, he knows sometimes that Tommy's a bad guy, a bad friend, but he still listens. Chucky might have a little bit of PTSD, or like Stockholm syndrome. I'm not 100% sure. I'm no therapist. But Tommy tried to kill his little brother though, the Undertaker. That's also true. I will put Undertaker. So then, just as a precaution, I'll put Dill or Kane for Dill if we're playing that route. But yeah, no, Chucky's, yeah, I explained that. Jay, listen, I call Roman a gaslighting girl boss for a fucking reason. Jey Uso was the main victim of the gaslighting for years in the bloodline. And as soon as Roman comes back, he falls right back in line. You know? And Kairi is the same way. Asuka is abusive. I'm gonna say it. No one else will. Everyone should. She's abusive to Kairi. So, yeah. I feel like Kairi fits for Chucky Finster. Tommy might not be physically hitting Chucky, but there's mental abuse there. You know? It just, like, it makes sense to me. For Phil and Lil, they are the twins. Listen, all the babies are adorable. I love Phil and Lil's little green outfits with a little duck. They're so cute. Rugrats was an incredible show. Y'all remember Rugrats in Paris, where they're trying to find Chucky a mom, and Chucky's on the plane, and that shit still hurts to this day. I literally gave myself goosebumps thinking about it because it's so sad. And I hate that shit. And the song, oh my god. Anyways, R-Truth and Carmella is actually a good one. Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna write that down. See, I went because all of the babies terrorize each other. I went my terror twins. I went Damien and Rhea. But R-Truth and Carmella is actually hysterical. So I feel like I might have to put them. Like I said, I kind of started making the thumbnail already, but it's very easy to switch. I might have to put R-Truth and Carmella on there instead of Damien and Rhea. Because, like, I didn't want to do, like, actual twins. That's not fun. Because there's not a whole lot of twins. And I already have Jay as Chucky. So we can't be doing that. That's foolishness. Angelica. TC gave me Charlotte. I can agree. She's kind of a bully. Very much a bully. Thinks she runs shit. Because his last name's Flair doesn't mean you run everything. Susie Carmichael. Naomi, for sure. TC said all the adults wrong us all for having the mommy dance with their kids and making Chucky watch from the sideline. Dude, really though, it is one of the saddest things I've ever witnessed in my life. And Chucky was like looking all sad, and Charles didn't know what to do. Chaz. Like, it sucks. It makes me so mad. But then in like that same like time frame, they're doing the Godfather skit fucking with Angelica and the babies. It's so sad. It's absolutely so sad. I hate it. Will I watch? I do want to watch Rugrats in Paris now, but I can't do that to myself mentally and emotionally. I'm not okay. But Susie Carmichael, Naomi, and that makes a ton of sense. Shit, Naomi was giving Charlotte shit all the time. They bully each other back and forth. Naomi also, like, I'm sorry, Susie, she's a star. Naomi is a star. When they're, I think in the first movie, like the Rugrats movie, Susie Carmichael singing about the baby. And then, what do we know? Angelica comes over and tries to fuck everything up. Naomi and Charlotte. Thank you, TC. Appreciate it. For Dill, Pickles. That is a baby. Dill is literally a fetus for like all of the show until all grown up. And then that's just weird. So I literally was just going, well, who's like the youngest people on the roster? And Javon Evans is quite literally a child. Freshly 21. If we go with Tommy being Undertaker, I do have Kane there for TC. But I think Javon, he really is a child. And everyone loves Javon. All the parents love Dill. The babies come to love Dill. In their own way, in their own time. I mean, Tommy does again try to kill Dill. So yeah, that happened, but it's okay. They mended fences. I don't think Dill remembers. We're good. Kiana James is Charlotte? You mean Kiana is Angelica? Is that what you mean? I just want to clarify before I go on to Kimmy. Oh my god, my hair's falling out. It's also perfect time to take a drink. I haven't taken a sip in a minute. Everyone hydrate. Take a sip of water or whatever you have. Oh, Angelica's mom! I forgot about her. Honestly, true. I wasn't doing any of the parents, but I'm gonna write that anyways. I forgot her name was Charlotte. In my defense. Kiana. Charlotte. Yes. Charlotte is Angelica's mom. I completely forgot. I mean, it does make sense. She is a businesswoman, so is Kiana. That big ass bag of hers. And the final one is Kimmy Finster. Adorable. Again, I had two options for this. And you can ask me why. I might not be able to give you an answer. I'm going off vibes. I said either Lyra Valkyria or Willow Nightingale. Kimmy's just a ball of happiness. I have said on numerous occasions that Lyra tends to sometimes look like a Muppet in the best way possible. So I kind of feel like that fits in that same vein. And Willow, on numerous occasions, I have said is just a ball of sunshine and rainbows and happiness. So like it kind of makes sense. Kimmy's the same way. They're all creative. Willow's hair was purple at one point. So is Kimmy's hair. Lyra's is blue, but it's close enough. Sami Zayn is still going nowhere with his career. God damn it. This is why I didn't want to do the parents. Also, the parents are just like... I don't know. The parents are always hit or miss in the shows where they're focusing on kids. At least they like let the parents talk, and it's not the Charlie Brown situation where it's just murmur. Dee Dee, though, that's a good woman. I love Dee Dee. And what is Phil and Lil's mom's name? I cannot remember. It is actually Googleable, and I can't Google it, and I will Google it. Because I can't remember what her fucking name is. No, god damn it. Hold, please. Natty is Dee Dee. Okay. Again, wasn't doing the parents. I'm loving that we got here though. Oh my god, what the fuck is her name? Why is Google not working? Rugrats. Jesus. Again, the keyboard. Phoebe and Howard are Rhea and Dom. Is her name Phoebe? Really? Why do I not remember her name being Phoebe? I believe you. It's just like, it doesn't... It's just one of those things that like doesn't sound right. There was 9 seasons of Rugrats. Honestly, that kind of tracks. Where? That's not what I'm looking for. I wanted this. Is that because Howard's a sub? Is that why? Is that why you say that? Oh my god, I was like, where the fuck is my cast? Come on! I hate when shit doesn't want to work. Oh my god, I don't care about the writers. I literally just need cast. And it's crazy that I said full cast, and yet they just don't want to come up. Oh, there we go. Tommy, Lil, DP, and Angelica's Bro, where is she? How many episodes? No, she's on a shit ton of episodes. What do you mean? Howard is a beard. Oh, listen. She's like LGBT 100%. And it's, you don't realize that as a kid, but if you watch the show now, it's actually awesome. Betty. That's why Phoebe didn't sound right. Betty DeVille. Yeah, Betty is... She's gay. And she's a dollar bean, if you will. She's a lesbian. And, we love that for her. Howard is there, just being Howard, being a beard, as TC said. Okay, yeah. Phoebe from Hey Arnold. Okay. That's why I was like, Phoebe doesn't sound right. So I really needed to check because it was going to bother me. Yeah. Hey Arnold, that could be a fun one. I don't know if Savannah's seen Hey Arnold. So I'm going to write that down just for me. In case I have to do another Solo Cicady eventually, or like if you and Reek want to pop on for an episode or something, we can do Hey Arnold characters. Characters. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it. That's a solid Rugrats cast if I've ever seen. This guys, what's your favorite cartoon from childhood? Is it Rugrats? Is it Hey Arnold? I personally loved Rocket Power. What else did I watch a lot? Well, yeah, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Rocket Power for sure. Courage, Cowardly Dog, we're talking Cartoon Network. Powerpuff Girls. Dexter's Lab, that type of shit. Cow and Chicken. Oh, y'all know about Cow and Chicken. And that's where I'm gonna leave that. Thank you to everyone for watching, helping out TC. Appreciate you. Thank you. Vince, who also popped up earlier, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little long-winded of a Solo Cicady, but when you get to talking about things you like, it happens. It's okay. But seriously, thank you all again so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13, the link tree in my bio to take everything SheElite Showcase. That is twitch.tv/SheElite Showcase and youtube.com/SheElite Showcase. Typically, we go live Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. Sometimes a little before, sometimes a little after. If you subscribe and you get notifications, you turn them on, you will know when we go live. Crazy, I know. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. Go watch a cartoon or two. Go enjoy your childhood. And I, and possibly Savannah, will see you guys next week. Till then, bye-bye.